Thank you for taking the time to practice, for really carving it out in your life as we continue to embark on these forever changed circumstances and times. I'm not yet used to sharing the classroom through the camera, but I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful that you are, in fact, on the other end. And I can feel that, and I hope that you can too, what we are creating together as we continue to lean into practice. So, just gratitude. That's what's up there. We're going to begin seated as we step into our vinyasa practice this morning. So, you can sit on your knees, or you can sit on your buns. You can sit however you like to sit. Sit comfortably so that you can really embody the seat of yourself, and we'll let the breath do some informing as we come to open our practice. So make any adjustments so that you can come into a place that is centered and still for some time, and we can really adjust and notice our energy. So come on into sitting bones that root to the earth, and into a spine that brings vibrancy and length up and through the top of the head. And this isn't like get sitting up straight and stay there. This is about really feeling the energetic position of the way that your bones stack, and then make more space for them to rise. And as they naturally do, go ahead and let the shoulders fall as they would like to, down away from the ears. And then we're keeping the airway lifted and open, so there is a bit of effort here in the thoracic and cervical spine, ensuring that the chin is level to the earth so that the throat can remain open and the trachea creates a free passage for the breath. And then close your eyes. And go ahead and soften what you can. You let the effort come through the spaces of the spine to bring vibrancy and a brightening from the inside out. And then you ask everything else to soften. Relaxing the jaw and the shoulders, the hips, they let go to the knees, and there is this place, this buoyancy, this release, surrendering into the earth to be held by our roots. And this vibrant energy that we start to become aware of and actively participate in as we spiral up towards the heavens. Go ahead and flip the palms so that the backs of the hands are on the knees. And maybe bring your index finger to touch your thumb on the left hand and the right. And here, may this shape be a place of receptivity and awareness. Acknowledging that as you make this shape, you get to carve out what it is for and how you present it to yourself, and what it is that you need to find or seek or inquire about as you sit here this way. So we'll offer up some space and time now to pay attention to the delivery system of prana, the way that the air moves in its natural rhythm and cadence, the way that this life-affirming energy greets you in perfect balance and leaves you in perfect time. And as you observe the breath, as you witness its natural rhythm, maybe take a few intentional breaths with gratitude, settling into a seat of gratefulness for the very breath that you breathe and for the life that you live and for the moment that you have to connect with you. May our practice be a touchstone of connection to truth. May it draw us back again and again, breath by breath, to our true nature. And may that true nature be rooted in understanding and in love. And may that be what we practice. And with your next in-breath, elevate your palms to be above and reach high to the sky. And then with your out-breath, bring your palms together down to the center of your chest, connecting, bowing, letting the head bow to the heart now, to pause and take a moment for the heart's truth and the heart's purposes, asking the mind to follow that truth and that purpose. And as you bring your individual intention in of how you're meeting yourself and how you're meeting our world, this is what sets us apart as yogis. This is what changes this very physical experience into a spiritual practice. It's up to your mindfulness, up to your intention, up to your cultivation of all the bodies that you are capable of experiencing, the mental body, physical body, the spiritual body, and to give weight and presence to all of them in harmony. When you're ready to, let's offer up a breath that connects us and unites us in our practice. Bring the inhale long and full through the nose. And then open your mouth and go ahead and roll out the wrists and roll out the head. Just let the head rock around the corners of the neck for some breaths. We're going to take our very generous time and sweet time to open up the spine. So as you roll the neck open, we're going to bring just a little gentle pressure to the skull. So take the palms of the hands to the back of the head and weave the fingers so that you've got a little basket here. And then this is not to cause a strain or a pull, but just a gentle weight, just the weight of the hands on the head. Keeping the elbows pointing forward, we're just going to roll the left elbow down towards the left knee, and then the right elbow down towards the right knee, and then back up. And let's do that with some breath. So inhale and roll. Exhale and roll. Inhale and roll. Exhale and roll. Before you get too dizzy, let's switch directions. So move the left elbow over towards the left knee and then rise up. And then drop the right elbow down towards the right knee and go in that opposite direction. And move really slowly here as you breathe. Just coaxing the spine into awakening. Yeah. And it's not a coax like a trick. It's a coax like, come on, you can do it if you want to. Where is attention living? And can you go towards it with some care? The next time that you find yourself with your head bowing and you're kind of caving the spine and the hollowing out the belly and the head is heavy, just let the weight of the elbows
release towards the ground as you keep the bind on the back of the head. And again, this is a gentle space, not a place that is intense. And then just take a couple breaths here. And feel the effect of breath through the spine. When you're ready, let the fingertips slide away from the skull. Let the blood flow and lift yourself back up into a seat. Bring your shoulders up to your earlobes. Inhale as you let them rise. And then exhale, let them fall. Again, like that. Big breath in. Sweet release. Unravel the cross of your legs. Roll out your ankles and your toes. And then plant the soles of the feet here. Place the palms of the hands back behind you. Fingertips are fanning back away from your body. Lift your heart. Spread your knees out and open away from each other. And then drop the knees over to one side. Look in the opposite direction. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, drop the knees to the other side and look in the opposite direction. Come back to center and take a few rounds. Really moving with the breath now. The inhale directs the central point, and the exhale offers up a twist. And as you twist and as you breathe here, just start to gather some information. What's it like for the lower half this morning to move? What's it like for the upper half to twist? And are there any spaces that are asking for more of your time, and can you give it? Can you give it with more breath? And then shapeshift back in towards a neutral space. Bring your palms up to your knees. We'll take a few rounds of seated cow and cat. Again, just giving the spine adequate time to warm and open. So inhale, break the knees, open, lift the gaze and lift the heart. And then exhale, close the knees and round the spine, chin to chest. Let's cycle through. Inhale, come forward, seated cow. Exhale, round the spine, close back, seated cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Once more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Come on back into lifted. Place the palms of the hands back behind you again. Broaden the chest. Inhale at center. As you exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Pause. Drop the right shin bone. Lift the left arm and the hip points as you breathe and lift back up. And then lower down. Inhale, place the left hand back behind you. Roll over onto the left shin bone. The right shin bone anchors as you lift the hip points and the right arm up. Release. Roll back through center. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Pause. Lower down. Inhale through center. Exhale, lift. Move a little faster. Inhale through center. Exhale, lift. Maybe keep the left shin bone off the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe the right shin bone stays up. One more each side. Breathe in, breathe out. And then come back down. Back into your seated cow and cat. Palms of the hands to the tops of the knees. Inhale, break the heart through, lift the gaze. Exhale, close the spine and round back. Inhale, lift, open, broaden, experience. Exhale, close and round, wonder. Breathe in. This time as you breathe out, let's roll the spine back and then pause right here. Move the chin over towards the left shoulder and then move the chin through center and over towards the right shoulder. And let your hands fall and release down to your forearms, down to your elbows. And then take those sweet twists side to side. once again. This time we're getting into the tops of the glutes and maybe even more so into the low back. And all of this mobility for the spine is just to show yourself some love. We are responsible for giving that to ourselves. No one else is. It is our own duty. How can you do that as you move? Make your way back into a neutral space. Plug the elbows underneath the shoulders, broaden the chest. Lift the heels when you're ready into 90-degree bend with the knees and the hips. Give an in-breath here. And then as you exhale, we're going to press both heels out to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, come in. Exhale, both heels press. Inhale, come in. Exhale, extend the heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Twice more like that. Pause as you extend. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower straight legs down to hover right above the earth. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the heels. Keep the heart open. Inhale, lift to 45. Exhale, lower down to hover. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last two. Stay with your breath. Lift on the inhale. Lower on the exhale. Take your time. Really feel it. Inhale. And exhale. Hover right above the earth. Release your elbows and lower all the way down. Extending your arms over your head. Take a long body stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest. And rock side to side again. How does it feel? How's the low back? How's the top of the glutes and the back of the hips? We're going to spinal roll into standing forward fold. Take your time, all of the time that you'd like to take. Giving your heels a little kick into your buns, tucking your chin into your chest, and letting a little bit of momentum provoke the rock of the spine up and down. Eventually, place the soles of your feet near the top of your mat. Soften into your knees and let the upper body hang heavy. Yeah, from here, we're going to do that, what I'm doing here with the ankles. We're just going to roll over and lift and kind of roll into the ball mound of one foot. Experience that full arc of the arch of the foot, the heel of the foot, and the ball mound of the foot as you roll the ankle out. And then get secure in that foot and then do that with the other foot. So you're rolling through the ball mound of the foot and then down through the arch and the heel. And then the opposite direction as well. Just getting into the supportive muscles of the ankles. And then heel toe the feet together. A little rock side to side, and then cradle the elbows. So now that the legs have their roots, then the upper body can hang over them with care. And let the head be as heavy as it is between the shoulders and the elbows. And give a little nod and a little shake with the skull. We'll come into twist here. So when you're ready, release. And then inhale, neutralize the spine, take a halfway lift. And then sweep the right hand to the outside of the left leg, bend the right knee, and inhale, roll the left shoulder open and up high to the sky. We'll stay here for a breath or two or three. Reach on your next in-breath. And on the out-breath, shape-shift the left hand to the outside of the right leg. Bend the left knee and inhale, roll the right palm, open and up high to the sky. Giving some breath to the outside of the right leg. Rolling the heart center open and letting the twist come through the heart line. from the bottom of the rib cage. One more breath, look high. As you exhale, we're going to sweep the right hand, keep the left hand where it is, find the bind of the cross of the arms, and we're going to give a little tug on the upper body with the traction of the arms. Just go as far as you would like to. Go as far as feels good. And then release. Inhale, flat back, please. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold forward and all the way down. Take a slow and sweet roll up to rise, letting your arms be as heavy as they are. Maybe let the breath be in the lead. Notice where there's points of resistance in the spine and just see if you can move into them with some care. And then find yourself standing at the top of your mat, grounding and experience Tadasana. Feeling the soles of your feet making that sweet connection with the earth and her call. And feeling the rise to the above and that sweet elevation of your higher self connected to all that is. And as you breathe in, reach your fingertips to the sky. And then cactus elbow your arms as you exhale. The hip points shine forward. The heart opens wide. Breathe in, reach back up high. And then prayer hands come down to your heart center as you exhale. Connected to truth and to intention and care. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Open your stance up and start to find some chi thumps. Let the arms swing around the body. Maybe they even strike with a little vigor. Starting to wake up the insides. And then we're going to take these chi thumps into some fist taps. So let's go ahead and start with the arms. So take one fist and just tap, tap, tap all the way up and down one arm, and then use your other fist and tap, tap, tap up and down the other arm. And then both fists to Tarzan your chest and your ribs and your belly and your spine and your kidneys and your low back and the sides of the ribs and the lungs. And then we'll move down the legs. Watch out for the knees, they're bony, and so are the shins, but go ahead and go on to the insides and the outsides of them. And then move to the buns and to the hamstrings and the calves. And then get the feet with your palms. And then slowly glide the hands up the body, all the way into your extended mountain. And then release the arms. Come back into Tadasana, feeling into alignment at the top of your mat. Roll the shoulders down and back into each opposite hip point. Fan the collarbones apart and feel yourself lifted. As you inhale, reach and extend to the above. Fingertips lengthen. Exhale, hips forward, head back as we move into our salute to the sun. Rise up and fold forward and down as you let the breath go. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, we're going to step both feet back into high plank pose. Neutralize the hips, broaden the chest, open the heart, fan the collarbones apart. Draw your inner thighs towards each other. Feel the energy extending forward and back equally. Option to come down to your knees or option to glide right into Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down to hover. Slowly release and lift the heart up into upward facing dog or low cobra or sphinx is your option. The next out breath rolls you over your toes and takes you into Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet and make some space in the spine and the legs for breath to move in. Rise up to your tippy toes as you inhale, and then sink down, down, down to your heels as you exhale. Deep bend into your knees and step or hop both feet forward to your forward fold. Halfway lift when you arrive there, and then exhale, let it go. Circle sweep the arms, root to rise, palms to the above. Let them touch at the top with your deepest prayer and bring it down to the center of yourself. We'll flow again. Fall to rise, inhale. Hips forward, head back, exhale. Lengthen on the in-breath and bow on the out-breath. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step or hop both feet back, high plank pose. Inhale at the top, your way down. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Low cobra or ride into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, take it home for 3 breaths. We'll find a little variation on our salute to the sun in this next sequence through. Rise on up to tippy toes, breathe in. Sink down to your heels, breathe out. Forward fold, hop or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, and let it go. Circle sweep up, palms to the above. Prayer to heart center, samastitihi. Fall to rise, lift your arms in the corners of your mouth. Exhale, open the front line. Lengthen on the in-breath and fold on the out-breath. Halfway lift, breathe in, neutralize the spine. Left foot steps back, low lunge as you exhale. Find the alignment of the right ankle, knee, and hip. Keep the back leg long and strong or set the left knee down. Crescent lunge on your next breath. Rise on up, drop the shoulders into the hips. And then inhale, bring your prayer hands down to your heart center. As you exhale, prayer twist. Left elbow finds the right knee, and the thumbs move to the heart line as you twist. Open this twist up if you'd like, hand to the earth, hand to the sky, or keep your hands together in prayer. Making your way back, thumbs come to sternum. Heart elevates and centers. Inhale, fingertips up to the sky. Cactus elbow the arms as you exhale. Inhale, reach to the above. Exhale, float the palms back to frame the front foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left in high plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale your way through. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Rising on up to tippy toes, inhale. Sink down, down, down to your heels. Exhale. We'll take the left leg high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Breathe in on the lift. And as you exhale, sweep the left foot through right into low lunge. Let's take a cow lunge and a cat here. Right knee taps, heart rises up. Exhale and straighten out both legs. Come back into a low lunge. We're going to twist. Right palm stays rooted into the earth. Left palm rolls open and up high to the sky. Revolving your side angle, revolving your lunge, twisted lunge. The right rib cage rolls the heart center open. Left fingertips come over your head. Breathe in as they do. And as you breathe out, plant the left palm and step the right up to meet the left. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Circle sweep the arms, root to rise, palms to the sky. Prayer hands to heart center, samastitihi. Fall to rise, inhale. Front extension, exhale. Lengthen up, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, half lift. The right foot steps back, this time low lunge. Settle into the alignment, please, of the left ankle, left knee, left hip. Back leg stays long and strong, or right knee to the dirt, you choose. When you've got your balance, go ahead and rise on up with it. Crescent lunge. Pause, drop the shoulders.
Inhale, bring your prayer hands down to your heart center. As you exhale, right elbow to the left knee this time revolves you into your twist. Thumbs move towards the heart center, or open the twist up, hand to the earth, hand to the sky. Choose your length, find your breath as you twist. Take another inhale and another exhale. And then unwind. Bring yourself back into your lifted prayer. Inhale, fingertips to the sky, high crescent. Exhale, cactus, elbow the arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, through your flow, plant your palms, step your left foot back, high plank. In at the top. Lower down, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hang in for 3 breaths. See how they feel. Right leg to the sky when you're ready. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, right into low lunge. We'll take a cow lunge and a cat. The left knee taps the heart, rises on the in-breath. And then both legs straighten on the out-breath. Moving back into your low lunge, we'll come to twist once again. Left palm plants, right palm rolls open and up high to the sky. Revolve through the heart line. Ring through the belly and the ribs. Right fingertips reach overhead as you inhale. And as you exhale, it's a launch off into forward fold. Halfway lift, please breathe in. Let it all go. Breathe out. Root to rise, circle sweep to the above. Samasthiti, prayer hands to heart center. Fall to rise, inhale. Front extension, exhale. Lengthen up and fold forward. Halfway lift to high plank pose. Breathe in at the top. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Take it home. Downward facing dog. Taking some time to really feel into the rhythm of breath coming through the legs. Maybe you pedal out your feet. From here, bring your big toes together to touch, finding alignment at the center of the back of the mat. And then lift, lift, lift the right leg high to the sky. Roll the right hip open and point the right knee towards the sky as the right heel drops towards the right glute. From here, we're going to drop into a little bit of a deeper twist again. Left elbow towards the earth, coming onto your left forearm. Right fingertips are going to reach as far as the breath will allow. Coming all the way into the twist from the underbelly of the right arm to the front of the right leg. Yeah. Go ahead and shape shift back into your 3-legged dog. Extend the weight of the right leg. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Glide back. Inhale, lengthen. Cross the body to your left tricep. Lengthen back up. Inhale. To your right tricep. Exhale. 3-legged dog. Into low lunge. From here, we're going to drop the left heel. Circle sweep the arms into warrior 2. Left hand behind you, right hand in front of you. Ensure that the alignment of the right heel intersects the imaginary arch, or it's not imaginary, it's actual. It's an imaginary line that intersects the arch of the left foot. And then give your shoulders a little release because we don't want them here, we want them here. And then give it what you've got. Let the shape show you something about yourself. And then inhale, reach forward. And then we're going to come into peaceful warrior, straightening out the right leg, exhaling, extending the right arm, high-fiving the back wall. Keep working the right hip point forward as you pull the left hip back. Another breath, exposing the right side body. And then bending into the right knee, we're going to come into side angle pose. So reach the right fingertips forward. And then the right elbow can come onto the right knee. And the left arm can roll open and up high to the sky. Option to take it a little deeper. Right palm is going to plant down to the inside of the right foot. If this caused a dropping of the left shoulder, then that's your body's cue of telling you that energetically you've gone too far and it's being exposed physically. Further still, if you need more, we're going to take a half bind, back of the left hand to the right hip. Again, the left shoulder is staying on top of the heart. Full bind is there if you want it. Clasp the hands underneath you as you roll the left shoulder open and lift the gaze. So you choose your point of extension and then just honor it and breathe into it. If you're bound, unravel. And when you're ready, release both hands to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes under and then sweep the right leg back. Take your flow. Right leg can stay floated or skip it. The down dog for some breaths. Child's pose is certainly an option for you. And then rise up to tippy toes. And sink to your heels. Bring your big toes together to touch. Lift the left leg up high to the sky. And then roll the hip open, pointing the left knee up towards the sky. Drop right down into your right elbow. And then reach your left fingertips towards the top of the mat, giving that full extension of the left sideline as you twist. And give another offering of breath through. And then press yourself back up into three-legged dog. Go ahead and use the exhale to do that. And then inhale again, frame the shoulders and the hips. And exhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Cross the body, left knee to your right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. To your left tricep, please. Inhale, lengthen. Knee into your nose, and then step your left foot through into low lunge. We're going to drop the right heel here. And then circle sweep the arms up and over. Warrior two. Go ahead and surrender through the hips and drop them down. Find the stability and strength in the front leg as you anchor and support with the back leg. Feeling those angles supporting your energetic structure. Yeah. Sink down and breathe. And honor your strength and your wisdom. We'll come into peaceful as you inhale, reach forward. Flip the palm and straighten the left leg as you exhale, drop the right hand down the right leg. Keep sending the left hip point forward as the right hip drops back. Soften into the left knee. Float the arms through into Vira 2. Ensure that the heart line is open and long. And then reach the left fingertips forward. And then drop your left elbow to your left knee. Right fingertips reach up high to the sky. Option for extending a bit further. Left hand to the earth. Right hand stees open and up. So if you collapse the right shoulder at all, then you've gone too far. That's going to be your cue. Listen to them from your bones If you want a little bit more, it's going to be half bind, continuing to roll the right shoulder open on top of the heart. Full bind is there for you so long as it doesn't collapse through the heart. So the shoulders stay open. Lift the gaze and stay active through your right pinky toe, yeah? Feel it grounded and active, pulling energy up from the earth into the right leg. Breathe. Beautiful work. Take another breath. If you are bound, release. Cartwheel the hands down. Tuck the right toes, frame the left foot. Three-legged flow. The left leg reaches and rises, three-legged dog. Exhales you forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Rise up to your tippy toes. And then drop down to your knees, child's pose. Sink your hips back to your heels and drop your forehead and your belly and your chest into the earth. Let's go ahead and rinse the shoulders and the wrists, so bring them back by your heels. And then just let the shoulders release. From your child's pose, take a sweet rise up, letting the blood flow as you elevate your heart and your head. And then palm yourself forward into prostration, lowering down onto the belly and onto the forehead. Go ahead and take a bend in the knees as you place the palms underneath the shoulders and rock the heels side to side. And then just feel into the juiciness of the spine. Somebody emailed this week and asked what juicy means, or I guess it was last week because it's Monday, but juicy is something that feels good. I like to think about it, even though it's an actual cue. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, although it does. Like you're lubricating your joints, you're lubricating the area around the bones so that they aren't like rough and sticky. They're juicy. The muscles can also get really juicy, especially the smiley muscles. Okay. Right arm extends out perpendicular to the body. Go ahead and turn onto your right cheek. Drop the right leg. Lift the left leg up. And then exhale. Drop it into your twist. So you're rolling the right shoulder open into a juicy stretch. Yeah. If we go too far, we take the juiciness and dry it right out. And so we don't want to do that. We want to keep the tension in a safe and happy space. So if this feels like too much, then you back it off or you decrease the angle of the arm. Options for you as you're deepening this place perhaps is to take a half bind with the left hand. And then further still is going to be bending the right knee and placing the sole of the right foot on the ground. You might notice that you collapse your spine if you do this, and if you have, then you've gone too far. So that collapsing is going to be like, okay, got it, doing it. That's totally choking off the throat chakra and the cervical spine. So we want to keep the crown long without kinking the neck. And then release the right leg. Unravel and roll the left hip point back towards the ground. Palms underneath the shoulders. Both knees bend and sway side to side. We'll take the left arm out perpendicular to the body, turning onto the left cheek this time. Lift the right leg up as the left leg extends along to the earth. And then roll the right heel behind the left leg, giving that traction to the left shoulder. And bending the foot and placing the sole down if that feels good. And then sweeping the right arm up and over if you'd like that half bind. If you clenched your jaw or furrowed your brow, you likely went a little too far. So check in with that. And then if you want a little bit more, then the journey is going to be to bending the left knee and placing the left foot down on the ground. I think I might have said the wrong side. If I did, then please do the side that you didn't do before. Something that I miss about being in the classroom together is that immediate feedback. We'll have to rewind the tape and see what I said. I love you guys, and I miss you. Keep breathing. Keep twisting. And then make your way to unraveling the bind of the left leg, straighten it out, and then lift the right leg up and over, coming onto the right hip point. Palms underneath the shoulders, and one final rock, side to side. From here, we're going to roll with as little effort as possible onto the back body. So do that by sweeping yourself underneath yourself and come onto the back line. Let's hug the knees up into the chest and take a little rock side to side. And just be informed. Be informed from your own system as you move here. And then lift the heels up, reach the hands to the outsides of the feet, and give a little rock, happy baby pose. From your happy baby, let's take a bridge pose. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Walk your arms to either sides of the hips so that there's a long extension coming through the shoulders and the heart space. Plant the palms, root through the heels and the balls of the feet. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, lift your hips up high to the sky. If you have a block, you can set it underneath the sacrum and come into a yin variation of this shape, or you can stay active here through the glutes and the hips. Please just ensure that the throat center is open. We'll offer another breath. And in our last yang shape, we'll take the time that it takes to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Land and then hug your knees back into your chest. Rock them around. Be informed. Pay attention. And then bring the soles of your feet together. And let the edges of the pinky toes fall to the earth. And then take the mirror image of the arms to the legs, letting the backs of the hands fall overhead. And let any resistance go. Go ahead and take note of where that resistance maybe came from or lives. And then ask for a sweet surrender, and it will. It might take some time, but it will. You respond to the requests that you give yourself. It is your nature as long as they are rooted in love, as love is your nature as well. As we start to drop in towards this slowing down experience, go ahead and invite your mind into the breath's body. And stay present with yourself as we move towards stillness, shape-shifting in your own time into extending the legs, dropping the arms, and finding out where it is that you can come to rest and then do. Feel into the sweet stillness that you are creating. And when you feel ready, bring some motion and life back into your bones by moving your toes and your fingers. Take a long body stretch and extend your arms over your head and lengthen the back line into its fullest extension. And then hug your knees into your chest. And rock from side to side. Eventually take yourself onto the sweetness of one side and pause. And in that pause, seek gratitude. An embodiment of a grateful spirit, celebrating and affirming all of what you have just moved through and how you have. And then lift yourself up and come into the sweetness of your seat. Closing where we began, feeling that rooted sensation, grounding and dropping into gravity's pull. And then lengthening and finding that sweet brightness from the inside, letting it shine out. Let your eyes come to close and bring your index fingers to your thumbs as the backs of the hands rest on the knees. And be informed by the wisdom and the truth of your own self. Notice how you've practiced and what you've held for yourself. And if there is goodness within you, and there is, take it with you into your day. Take it with you into your life and how you move around this world, how you live and how you breathe and how you treat yourself and all those around you. And may it be rooted in love. Inhale the palms to rise. Exhale your deepest prayer for yourself and for humanity. Right to the center of your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice in the way that you can in these days. Know the treasure that it is to unify ourselves with each other. And the world needs our light. We need our light. Namaste.